Hey friend, Sean with Guided Productions. This wasn't the video that I originally had planned for today, but knowing it was going to air on New Year's Day, I thought I'd take things in a different direction. And so today I'm going to talk about what went well in 2025. I'll talk about some things that you can come to expect from Guided Productions in 2026 and beyond. And I may even give you a few predictions I have for the future, or at least the year ahead. We'll see if they come true. Now, looking back on the year behind us, friend, a year ago today, Guided Productions didn't even exist. Well, it kind of did, just under a different name called Gulf Coast Media. It was basically a pet project that I let set idle for far too long, but I always knew that I wanted to build something out of it, and one day this would become the foundation. Now, in April of last year, my wife and I welcomed our third baby into the world, so you can imagine having 3 kids under 5, our life got pretty busy fairly quickly, but we have had a blast with them, and I have learned so much in this short amount of time from being a dad. Now, in June, I had this moment of revelation or conviction, if you will, that it was finally time to get serious about building a business. But I knew in order to do that, I was going to have to get rid of the Gulf Coast Media name. For various reasons, it just wasn't going to work for me long term. And so I needed to convert everything from Gulf Coast Media to an entirely new idea that still did not even exist as of last summer. And so I began the process of figuring out websites and platforms and logos and all of that fun stuff. The entire month of July was spent heads down developing all of the resources that would eventually become known as Guided Productions. And one of those resources being my 6 Steps to Creating Better Video guide, because I knew on day one, I wanted to be able to deliver a valuable asset, something tangible that you could take home with you, something I wish I had when I had gotten started, just to say, hey, thanks for spending a bit of time with me, because there's a lot of noise out there. There are a lot of other videos, a lot of other people that you could be following. And so I just wanted to be able to say thank you from day one. There's a little hint. I've got something coming up as a step 2, if you will, to that guide, but I'll get to that in just a moment. Now, in July, I also started working on the first videos for my YouTube channel. I've released 22 videos in the last 5 months. I believe this becomes video 23, and I even picked up a few video clients along the way. That's helped me reinvest back into the business so that I can grow this thing and do it right. Now, looking at the year ahead, I am excited to announce a few things coming out of Guided Productions in 2026. The first of which is my film studio gear guide aimed at helping you identify the right gear for your budget at your stage of the video journey. And so I outline everything, and I even have every single piece of equipment hyperlinked, taking you directly to the online store if you want to pick up that piece of equipment. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. They're not affiliate links, so I'm not even getting kickbacks. I just felt compelled to do some of the heavy lifting so that I can remove the guesswork and show you exactly what you need to have to build a high quality studio on a budget, because I know video gear is expensive, right? It's so expensive, and that's why I created Guided Productions to help lower the barrier to entry and help you get up and running very quickly. So that'll be a very exciting tool in your pocket that you'll be able to have access to going into the new year. I'll also be releasing my first digital course that's designed to help creatives go from hobby to full-time business, right? I've spent more than a decade in sales and marketing, but I've always considered myself a creative at heart. And I found that there's this gap between building something creative, being a true creative person, versus being more of an analytical business person. And how do you bridge the gap between the two to start being compensated for the hard work that you're putting in over here? And so this course is going to walk you through everything that you need to know from day one. How do I even get started in video, to then how do I market myself and start making money? And I'm going to walk you through that entire process. So that is very exciting and will be coming out early this year as well. As always, I'll continue to post my weekly YouTube content in addition to weekly blog posts that live on my website at guidedproductions.com for those who wish to read instead of watch a video. Now, friend, as we move into 2026 and beyond, I do have a couple of predictions just based on some things that I've been seeing out in the world today. I've spent a lot of time in technology. Most of my career has been in technology sales, and I've seen a lot of things come and go. But one thing that seems to be sticking around is AI, or artificial intelligence. Whether we like it or not, it's in every application, it's in every software, program, computer, our workplaces. It is surrounding us here and now. And in the years to come, I fully expect there to be a flood of AI-generated content. And that's going to create 3 things here. We're going to have fully fledged AI-generated, computer-generated images, videos that are highly convincing and will only get harder and harder to distinguish between the real thing over time. We're going to see a hybrid group of creators who are doing the bulk of the work on their own, but they're using some AI tools and resources to help streamline their workflow. And then we're going to have those who shun technology altogether, say, no, I'm going to go it alone. I don't want to be a part of that in any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, I think for that last group, things are going to start to get pretty challenging for you to keep up or stay in front of folks. Now, on the flip side, I also think that there's something inauthentic about AI generated content. It's only going to tell us what we already know, and it's not going to stand out. Eventually, it's all going to start to sound the same. And so it will become more of a boutique or authentic experience to have a real human speaking on the other side of the camera. I do think that this establishes a lot more trust if you can show that you're a human as opposed to a computer, because it's easy to type in a prompt and get a result versus working with a human being to get a transformation. But that's the other thing. While AI is going to be able to provide any level of knowledge that you're looking for, a how-to or fix this, it will tell you what you want to know. But what it's not going to do is come along beside you and coach you and hold you accountable and encourage you along the way. That's something only a human can do. And so I think we're going to see this divide of folks using I'll call it the lazy way, but using AI generated content to push out views and subscriptions and things like that, versus humans who are going to be working along beside you to hold you accountable and help you get the transformational results that you're looking for. Going back to the digital course that I intend to release here early this year, my aim here is to help you bridge the gap between where you are today, hey, I kind of want to dabble with this video thing, to, hey, I can actually make money and now I'm receiving a paycheck based on this new skill set that I've learned. And I'm going to walk with you through the whole process because I've done it myself. I can take you right along beside me and we can be in it together. I expect to have some challenges that I think will be really helpful for you going into this new year to help develop your skill set. But also, I want to find out that you are actually making money and receiving the result and transformation that you're looking for. Something that you're only going to get interacting with a human being versus a computer program. Friend, a lot of things are changing. The world is changing very quickly. All that to say, I still think that there is value in human-made content. I will always believe that humans will triumph at the end of the day. I did write an entire blog post about this as well, which you can find at guidedproductions.com. But friend, I'm so looking forward to this year. A lot of good things to come. Get your copy of the Film Studio Gear Guide, and I will see you on another video real soon.